Yeah, I thought first maybe 5 to 8 minutes we started brightly, and then we were very poor throughout the first half. We just never got into a rhythm. Houston were very good. They were very organized, great structure, and just made it very difficult for us. So we tried to talk through a couple of different approaches at halftime that might make the picture look a little different in the second half. And that things opened up a little bit, and it's nice to be able to make some substitutions and change games, which we're really excited about moving forward.
Okay, looks like we got some questions. Let's go first Meg, and then Tyler, and then Justin.
Hey, Christy, just in terms of what Michelle Betos does for this team, knowing that you've got her behind everyone, both as a leader and as someone who can make saves like that, what does this contribute to a team that is still trying to adjust to NWSL play?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we were so purposeful about going to get Mish. There's two pieces there. One is the leadership, right? So we know we look in the locker room, we see the conversations, we hear what she talks about, and she gives people that confidence in terms of how she just approaches the game. There was a moment in the game where I was very, very unhappy with Michelle. And Michelle, I think it was in a water break, Michelle in front of everybody owned it. And that's an example that rubs off on the rest of the team. So that's from a personality standpoint. From a playing ability, I mean, we know that she's got the big saves in her. She's had a fantastic and a very illustrious career at this point. And every day she's putting in the extra work to get better. She's doing all the supplemental work to be a better goalkeeper. So we know when big opportunities are presented, we know we've still got a chance of staying in the game. Thanks to Michelle.
Thanks, Christy.
Thanks, Nick.
Hey, Christy, probably won't be the last one to ask you about Ebony's goal, but that moment, just subbing on for less than a minute into your debut into a new league, how do you describe that? The move, the goal was a pretty world-class finish.
Yeah. It's nice to be able to. I think the big thing for us is being able to attract Ebony, right? So I don't know how many people in America truly knew what Ebony could do and what maybe she will go on to do. We're very excited about it. We know she's a project. We know she's got a lot of growth ahead of her. But to be able to turn to the bench and have that type of player come off the bench and really introduce herself to the NWSL with a footballer's finish, soccer player's finish, I apologize, is something we're very excited about. And, very proud of her. And she's going to push the standards. She's just going to make us better, which is fantastic, both in the games and in the training environment.
Hi, Christy. Congrats on the win. Going back to Michelle Betos for just 1 second, obviously talk generally what she brings. Obviously, probably her biggest save of the game, of possibly the season so far, came in the 87th minute to preserve that lead. Obviously, you didn't park the bus by any stretch to preserve that lead. Do you feel that part of that is because you have such a strong backstop?
Yeah, I mean, thank you very much, by the way. I think there's a lot of confidence in me. I'm just not very keen to drop in and just welcome pressure endlessly, because all it takes is one half chance to put the game back level. But at the same time, I know that we have pace higher up the field. We had some tired legs. The game was opening up, and we're filled with an air of confidence that Macy's got those big saves. And we see it week in, week out. We see it day in, day out of practice. So yeah, it allows us not to be too negative when we're holding on for a 1-goal lead towards the last moments of the game.
And Christy, if I can get one more in here, this is obviously the first of quite a bit of schedule congestion that you have coming up. How do you advise the players to deal with this as a coach? What sort of rotation might you be looking to do over the next few days, looking at 2 games before Saturday?
I think, 3 games in 6 days and starting off in probably the hottest day of the year. It's a lot, right? So we keep things in perspective. 1, of the club of where we're at, but 2, what this week is and the types of teams we're playing. North Carolina followed by Chicago. So there's massive challenges, but we spoke at the end of the game. We may have won 1-0, but did we get better? Did we apply different lessons throughout previous weeks to our performance today? And if the answer is yes, then yes, we're moving forward. If the answer is no, we sit down tomorrow, we hash it out, and we go again. So, we ask for the more experienced players to kind of lead these conversations, make sure it's more of a 2-way conversation. 1, in terms of how we recover, replenish ourselves, but 2, how do we look at the game, take the lessons, and put them into their next performance?